Welcome in 7 Rivers Racing here in KQEG TV. I'm Dan Dyker along with Al Losey. Only a couple shows remain as we set the sights this week on the one and only Oktoberfest, the 42nd annual running of the most prestigious race. You're going to find 43rd, that's right. You're going to find in the Midwest. And this is going to be a lot of new classes being added this year. Hopefully a lot of new drivers and a lot of camping experiences. And boy, I tell you what, this one kind of crept up on us, and here it is.
Yeah, I know that people are already getting their campers out there. I know we have our team camper out there.
About 200 out there already this week.
It smells like campfires everywhere within a 10-mile range.
You know, I talked to a guy a couple of years ago. If you ever noticed during the races, he's got the wing-powered, I don't know what that kind of craft is, that flies over the speedway all the time.
An ultralight.
An ultralight.
Yes.
And he does this over Oktoberfest. And he says he can get high enough he can see a small haze developing over West Salem during Oktoberfest. And then hopefully he's going to grab us some pictures. What we're going to do is, of course, now the show airs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you're watching on different days, we may be already done with a segment of racing, but we're going to break down each day of racing for you. This will be your best calendar in the next half an hour, and some new changes to Oktoberfest this year. And I thought, what better guy to bring in that's probably hasn't missed an Oktoberfest in probably 32, 33 years. Billy Doc Niles drives the late model car 54. Sir, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
I know you're one that if I don't stop by Niles' campsite during Oktoberfest, then it's been a failure for me.
Well, it sucks to be you, dude.
Bill's one of those, that thing is open all night long, and helped them polish off some jello shots here in my inaugural racing season. I'm announcing out at Fast at about 4 a.m. And
one way to get the new guy broke in, and that's get him some jello shots, get him some Lost Lake beer,
and a hot tub.
Yeah, we don't have the hot tub this year. We're going to have to crash someone else's.
Well, we're going to break things down now. Go back in time real quickly. Have you ever missed a fest? You've been racing 32 or 33 years?
Oh, Jesus, 33 years.
Have you missed a fest in 33 years?
Racing-wise or just attending period?
Either or.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't around for the first couple. I didn't make the first few. And I missed a couple in the 70s, but I don't think, since I got my license when I was 16, there might have been one I've missed since then.
How many days of racing was it when you very first got involved?
Originally, back when they started the Oktoberfest, 1970, 1971, whatever it was just a 2-day show. And then it expanded to a 3-day show, and now it's a 4-day show, and it's the biggest event in the Midwest. It's basically the must-see, must-do event.
Right.
People take an entire week off of work to go camping and racing. This guy. And it's the Midwest's biggest racing party.
And even though I've scoured the internet over the past 3 or 4 years, I have not found a larger race capitalizing 4 days in a row like this anywhere in the country in October. So I always look at this race as the biggest in the country for this time of the year.
Oh, most definitely. And for this time of the year, definitely. There are a couple others out on the East Coast that try to duplicate but can't replicate what we do.
Even 15 years ago when I was down south, all the teams knew about Oktoberfest up here.
And I did a radio tour this morning, and on all 3 radio stations we discussed how this has blown up to not only a big event in the Midwest, but it's also, it's getting national attention. You're gonna see the results on Speed Channel. National reporters are gonna come in and do stuff with it. So it's grown up. It's grown up over the years, definitely. I'm a little bit older than Oktoberfest Racing, but it's definitely grown up to one of the biggest must-see, like I said, one of the biggest must-see events in the nation.
Well, we're going to break down the schedule for you again. There are some new things happening at Fest you may not be aware of this year. Matter of fact, I just found out one of them about 10 minutes before we started taping the show, which I'm glad that I was doing my homework and finding this out, because another race that's been added to the schedule could be a very interesting one here as we make our way through the weekend. So Thursday night, we're going to crown our lacrosse track champions. We've got late models, sportsmen, and Thunderstocks. Hornet champ was already crowned during Evo Destruction. The 2 big ones to watch are going to be obviously all of them, because we're going to crown champs. But the late models, it's come down to Todd Korsh and Sean Paff. Thunderstocks has come down to Tom Lathy and Dakota Miller, with Dakota Miller holding a slim lead there. Now, Bill, as we look at the Thursday night schedule, one thing I like to have is this isn't just, and a lot of people get this misconception, it's just a lacrosse racing night. The neatest race here besides the Double O is the Super Late Models Futures race.
Oh, the Futures race has gotten bigger as the years gone on, and what the Futures race is, it's the Super Late Models, and the qualifications for that is, number one, you have to be under the age of 30, or number two, not have competed in the main event on Sunday afternoon. So it opens it up. You do get a couple of old guys in there. My brother.
Is he going to be in it this year too?
He's not going to race the Futures, but he is planning on doing the Late Model Challenge on Sunday afternoon.
Because I just saw on Facebook, he said, beyond, what did he say, his better judgment, Andy Niles is still going to be racing that.
And Chuck was trying to goad me into it, and that just ain't going to happen. I tried, a lot of guys run all 4 days, and that's pretty impressive.
Corey Jankowski last year ran 7 divisions.
And Steve Carlson has been running all 4 days for years. I tried running 3 days a couple of years ago and decided I don't mind running 1 or 2, but I have a little bit more fun. I want to have a little bit more fun. I don't want to get into early bed, early to rise stuff. So, that Sunday is going to be exciting with that double challenge for the late models, and we'll talk more about that later. But, the program Thursday night, Korish and Paff, the amazing part about this, and Korish talks about consistency, no feature wins between the two of them. Zero feature wins. So, and if, one of them's going to win the championship, but if neither one of them wins the feature, I'm stating right here, right now, give that championship back. You didn't do anything to earn it.
No kidding. There's a lot of other guys that picked up feature wins this year, and neither of them did, and there's a chance. I don't think I have ever seen in my years being associated with any kind of racetrack period that we've had a points champion that has not won a feature race.
And somebody called me on the radio a few weeks ago, want to know if NASCAR's ever had a champion that's never won a race, and the closest anybody's come, Matt Kenseth, the year he won 1 race. That was, I believe, California or Vegas, the 2nd or 3rd race of the year, and just played the consistent game the whole year. So. Yeah, it's going to be funny to see which one of them goes. And
well, we're gonna jump back into the program, get deep into the schedule here on our next segment. We're going to break down Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we're going to quiz Bill a little bit here and see how much gray we can get to poke out in a half-an-hour program. This is your Oktoberfest.
We might even interview Diker on what he does this weekend.
Well, you better get that 7-second delay, buddy. I'm ready for that one there. We're going to be right back as we break down 2012 Oktoberfest Racing at the Crosse Speedway next on 7 Rivers Racing.